So how are you guys doing? Congrats on your minor series win. We'll obviously talk about the Major League World Series as we get closer to, I think.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we kick off in Reykjavik as they host the Rush. This should actually be a really good game.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun.
I don't know. The Frost Giants are pretty sneaky.
They are.
So, I mean, although Rush is the fellow Canada team, I have Reykjavik in this one.
That's fair. Dom, who you got?
Let's go Rush.
All right. Why is everything breaking today? Reykjavik has a 94% chance.
Okay. Well, if you're Wallabies, you like those odds.
I
All right.
hate the Wallabies.
God, it took me a second to get that.
All they do is ruin.
Look, the Wallabies are undefeated against undefeated teams.
I can't believe they dominant seasoned us, dude. That was so funny.
Right? It's like we wrote the dominant season because we figured, oh, this season's going to be terrible. So let's play on the Cinderella story when we were good, and let's go with a dominant season. And then, yeah. But we timed this perfectly then, because we started just as the Minor League World Series ended.
I feel like you knew it was going to turn out like that, TOK. I feel like there's some interleague tampering or interleague bias going on in favor of the Kingpins.
Believe me, if I knew any of the inner workings of a league, I can assure you, the Crabs would have won a couple more World Series. And so here we go.
Speaking of crabs, Providence Sea Rab made the Pro Bowl, I see.
Yeah, I'm still surprised by that.
Me too, but,
He has not been having a good season.
I mean, you are the 9-time Commissioner of the Year.
That's true.
So,
but I'm also the 9-time worst Commissioner of the Year.
Well, but we need to highlight that award.
I think it's
and
fair.
Tebow, also a Pro Bowler, I believe.
And Smallwood, who was penalized, also a Pro Bowler.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Frost Giants had the best. Yeah, fine. Yep. I'll just keep the Pro Bowls up and I'll just highlight them as I see them.
Heck yeah, there's actually quite a there. So every team has a Pro Bowler.
Yep, saw that.
Which I think is pretty cool. I think it's our first time in league history that that's happened.
Oh, that wasn't intentional?
No.
Neat. Well, we'll see if the Rush have their Pro Bowler, TLK.
They have a few on there, I thought. Is it just TLK?
Yeah, no, they've got a few more. Alpha Chad and Did I Intercept?
And Caleb Boateng.
And Tom Hanks. But yeah, Boateng, both the brothers made the Pro Bowl, actually.
It'll be fun. Yeah, Dust, I believe you're the only one in the booth who didn't make the Pro Bowl.
I'm the only one in the booth?
Yeah, because Dom is here and I'm here.
Between you and Dom, yeah. No, because the Sim stats, when I looked at them the other day, only showed I had one interception. But the bots, right?
Yeah.
There's something weird about how they load in. I don't know if you have to wait more time. You have to load them up and like let them, if it has to calculate fresh for each person who opens up the sheet or how it works. But I didn't have a Pro Bowl year. We honestly, like, none of the Lions, like, defensive backs had great interceptions as Pro Bowler Tebow gets a touchdown.
Yeah. Deluxe Pogger saying he got snubbed. Pogger didn't get many votes.
He's wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
No, I was also disappointed to see my tight end Jason Grayson wasn't even on the vote. there.
You know, that one just probably is a mistake by me that I should have caught.
Well, no worries. He'll still win tight end of the year, especially if he has like another 250-yard 4-touchdown performance.
He keeps playing like that the rest of the season. I don't see how we don't give it to him.
He does have a Barcelona game to play
Oof.
and a Rush game to play. The Vipers are going to be tough, though. I'm glad that's the third game. I think that might be a good game. Is TLK?
There he is.
Well, Gurin did it, but kind of you at the same time.
I know what you meant. Sanic, who didn't get a Pro Bowl nod, he actually
No.
barely lost out.
Yeah. It's tough. It was really competitive for tight ends, I thought.
Yeah.
Everyone was really close.
Although
the only
he's-
thing is, there were some people that were listed as tight end that I could have swore were playing more wide receiver, but maybe their original
It's
position
just
was tight end.
basically where I pulled it from when we pulled the sheet, because Toasty has
Yeah.
like a whole thing that basically looks at their position.
Yeah, looks
So-
at the number and like
Yeah.
from the box scores. Yeah.
Dom, how you doing? You're very quiet. Is Dom still
Might be
here?
talking to someone else.
Ah.
Kind of sounds like he's talking to someone else.
That's fair.
He's just running around around his house, so hyped that the Kingpins won.
I mean, so Daniel brings up a good point. Tom Holland got the Pro Bowl. I mean,
Yep.
I think name recognition does go a long way in our Pro
Yeah.
Bowl voting.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey man, it's not where you start; it's where you finish.
I'll be honest. Zach Mouse was one vote away from making the Pro Bowl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Oxlong beat him out by one vote. As Boateng is going to take it to the house.
There we go. Another Pro Bowl TD.
And a 2-point glitch.
Ooh.
So excited for 21
that
to get
last
rid of
week.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was kind of surprised to see Oxlong. I mean, he had a good season. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't have a very good pulse on the other international quarterbacks. I know the American quarterbacks was really tough.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
Well,
Mac ran away with it.
Yeah, Mac. Actually, yeah, never mind.
As Beeman is sacked.
Wow.
Got Dom, I hear.
Yeah. I was a bit busy. Sorry.
It's all good. We were saying you were running around the house celebrating.
Yeah, I was actually eating grapes. But
Close enough.
Yeah. Dag just arrived in the locker room and he said he's crying.
Aw.
That's adorable.
I mean,
Shimley's matter to people.
it's
Cute.
it definitely. When the Crabs won, I was absolutely crying.
Yeah.
But that was mostly out of we finally did, and I still couldn't believe it. No, Mo, you haven't missed a single game. This is our first game of the night or day. Day. Asina Kobayakawa.
Also on the lines is the Kingpins GM Moosey there, so happy for him, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to ask, Dom, which had you more hype? The aliens win when you won with the aliens, or
I did not win with the aliens.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yep.
Whoops.
That would have made me really hyped, but instead I watched us punt 7 times against the Twisters. Who we're playing today. That's going to be the best game of the season. Mark my words.
Best game of the season?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna challenge that. Did you watch Wednesday's games?
Which one are you talking about?
The Aztecs game. Aztecs Vipers.
Oh, yeah, that was a great one.
And Sanic's gonna take it to the house!
Sanic! Maybe a little block in the back, but it's all good. That's a great play to avoid the sack and
the PvE
phenomenal.
File won't download correctly. Even it's like, oh my god, the Kingpins won. That was a huge play by Super Sonic.
Yeah.
But
So yeah,
I think it was even more impressive by Beeman to avoid the sack because that was like 3 people coming at him.
Yeah.
I
So-
didn't even see. Honestly, he saw the field better than I did. I didn't even see Sanic. I was like too mesmerized by the footwork in the pocket.
yeah, well, that's what makes Beeman really good at times. Like he can show up like that.
Yeah. I saw. Speaking of Demon Rush and everything, I saw TVC making some. Or, I guess it can't be official, but there's some agreed upon trade there with the Dragons. I think.
There might be, but we're not allowed to talk about it.
Oh, but
No
it's on the server.
leaks.
It's posted publicly.
No, it's not. No, it's just in the management section.
Ah, not in the master. Gotcha.
Just already leaking.
Eh. It's alright. I wasn't watching.
It's gonna be a first. Oh, just short.
Sanik's having a good night tonight. He's averaging over 30 yards a catch. As Thunderball is going to lose yards on the screen. And it's 3rd and 10. Speaking of all these Pro Bowlers, are you guys excited for the Pro Bowl?
Yeah, I am. You know, I'm not a person that likes to dissent with Pro Bowl nominations. If there was only going to be one alien on the Pro Bowl, I don't think it should have been me.
I agree, but I didn't vote.
Wait, Escalon
fair.
didn't get in?
I'm the only alien.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's quite a few that didn't, that should have.
yeah. I mean, I could get by on name recognition, but it's not like I'm having a bad season. You know, I have like 7 interceptions, but
But you're not having your season like last year.
no, I would. I'm not even the best DB on my team.
No, I know. As Thomas Noble II's going to take it to the house.
Oh, nice.
So,
You know, Noble II is a recreate that went like really late in the draft round, and it surprised me because he's a great user.
phenomenal user.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought they got a pretty good deal with him.
Kind of surprised. I don't remember if I saw him for the fullback.
He was.
vote.
Yeah. He did not win the fullback of the year. The fullback vote, not fullback of the year. But what's really interesting about this Pro Bowl, if you guys haven't been following along, it is more than just us. So we're doing it in Access 21. I will be out of town, so Dust will be streaming it. And so in charge of the American division is none other than Danny Jugan of the Access football team. He is going to be in charge of the playbooks, the roster, and everything for them. And then we've got our own smartest...
Take whatever he does and copy it for my
for the Vancouver.
for my season 11 playbook.
I like it. So he is the roster. I gave it to him today. I said he's got a week to figure it out. And yeah, we'll see what he's got.
Well, that would be exciting. Can I get Danny in the booth again, you think?
I can definitely ask. Yeah.
I mean, it's cool that he's doing the American League rosters and playbook and everything, and I'll highlight that for sure. But
Definitely.
It's really fun picking his brain. I know that was more of a specialty thing because it was kind of a Access 21 showcase,
Yes.
more or less. So this is obviously now that Access 21 is released, maybe the luster is gone a little bit, but
I don't know. I'm sure we can probably... I'll talk to him. I know, so I've started working on my...
It doesn't have to be Danny, I guess. It could be any... I see all the, all the directors, or all the admin guys in the main server, so I'm cool with any of them.
I'll see about getting one of them. No, so right now I'm waiting to hear back from Joe about the Super Casual Bowl, actually. And then I will have had every single Access special commentator, one of those 4 guys who predicts, in our booth at some point. Joe's the last one of my Infinity Gauntlet.
Nice.
Reykjavik is cleaning up tonight.
They are. I guess that's been kind of the crux of Toronto's. Their defense got a little gutted in the off-season, and I'm not sure. Can't remember all their rookies or who they had gotten to kind of support it. Like they're probably their best defender. Did I intercept? This great defender just couldn't quite
And a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think he's playing that free safety position, so a lot of good players. I think Dom plays that position. I know my boy Shy Blaylock plays in that position, so it's a good position to be successful in.
Absolutely.
I think Vaughn plays in that, Vaughn Ubercastle for the
Ooh.
Minnows, so yeah.
Vaughn actually led in defensive back votes for Pro Bowl, funnily enough.
Well, he had
He's had a
8
great
or 9
season.
interceptions.
Right. But what I found was really fascinating was even in a Dragon-dominated vote on the American division, Vaughn Ubercastle still shone above them, which is pretty cool.
Oh, it's set up in terms of highest votes.
No. I started just randomizing it so people wouldn't know, but I memorized that one.
Ah. Oh, okay. I'm like, oh, there's a pattern. Because he was at the top. But,
Well, so the top quarterback is the highest vote quarterback, I will tell you that.
well,
Same with
okay.
halfback and fullback.
What about kicker and punter?
Yes, those two. And OL.
Oh, we got Loki in the chat, the Pro Bowl rookie D line, my
Yeah.
boy Johnson Lovehammer.
Mostradamus claiming that Vancouver would dominate the Pro Bowl team. Ooh. I don't know about that. I don't think any one team could beat a Pro Bowl team consistently.
Yeah, the American team looks pretty good.
So does the international, though.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say that I don't know though. They're pretty good, but I guess that's why they're Pro Bowls. So.
Yeah. And it's a turnover on downs. Reykjavik is going to handily win this game.
Good job by Reykjavik, kind of butting it down, and that's new GM as well as of last week.
Yeah. It's the new GM hire as of last week. If he gets his first win, he is now 1-1, technically, on a roster he didn't create.
No, he was
Yeah.
GM before Wednesday's game, right?
Yeah, so he lost on Wednesday and won today.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So this doesn't have, to me, I'm looking quick. This doesn't have any playoff implications. Also, keep an eye on.
No, I mean Reykjavik is not making the postseason. Toronto's not making the postseason. No, there's no playoff implication there.
But good game by the Frost Giants nonetheless. Definitely something for them to build off of. And the Rush are a team where they'll just have to keep swindling those HO members.
And yeah, I mean Rush are building okay though, so I think they're going to be fine.
They'll be fine. Like honestly, Beeman's one of my biggest fears as a defender in the International League.
He's good.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and as a DB, obviously, going against good QBs is not as fun.
I believe we've lost Dom, but we have Devin Boateng. Ah, Dom's back. Hello, Mr. Boateng.
He had to talk to Dag.
Had a little more celebration.
That's fair. All right, we're in Omaha as they host the Lions. Mostradamus, if you're still here, the Lions are now playing.
What? I thought they were the third game. Or are they the second?
They're second. Third game is...
Oh, man, I got it. Oh,
no, I know that. Third game is Twister's Aliens. There's no way that's not third.
Yeah, I should have known better.
I'm sorry, it's not a knock on you, but that game is just...
No, I read it wrong. I thought there was a different...
Nope.
I can't read, man. I'm an engineer.
It's okay. So also, I believe Clear Low wins. Just check. Is it Clear Low wins? Clear Low wins. We don't play in Atlanta enough. Oh, look at that face, Jen. So beautiful.
Oh.
Nice face, Jen.
Martinelli.
Mo is here with his popcorn. All right, I'm going to let the Vipers know they are up.
I already pinged the line.
I figured you did.
This is a tough one, because and I always have to give it to my squad, the victorious Lions, but I really like Infidel as a user and GM and just all around guy in general. So
Infidel is one of my favorite people. I owe him a brunch.
To me, I can't lose.
That's fair. No, Infidel's great. When he actually first started taking over the aliens, he would actually we'd sit down like every day for like 30 minutes, and he'd just have a million questions, and I'd just be answering them, and it was great.
I mean, that's what you got to do. I mean, that's what a good GM or a new GM or whatever is got to do. But
And
Shiloh,
Shiloh
oh
is
my God,
sabotaged by his own player.
Oh no.
Pro Bowl wide receiver Shiloh,
Wide
little.
open. Oh, contested.
Ooh.
Incomplete.
Ooh, that was Blaze Boss.
TLK very loud. Oh, I'm sorry. I will lower my volume.
Oh,
That's
that's a
easy
And
touchdown.
enough.
there's Blaze Boss.
Shout out to that wide receiver who went in a circle to give a block that didn't contribute anything to the play anyway. I'm a big fan of that move. Down.
All right, I've
Frank
lowered.
Shiloh, I've been hyping him all season, and he had a great game. He had the one game where he had 4 touchdowns, 250 yards. I can't think of which team that was against, but doing more of the same, showing why he's a Pro Bowl player. Who's the Pro Bowler for the Vipers?
Skylar Hawkins was the second.
Okay. Did they have any others?
No, that was it. They only had one.
Okay.
Steptoe, usually a mainstay, didn't make it.
I thought I voted for Steptoe. I thought he had a really good season.
I did
As
too,
kicker.
but he didn't get
I
enough
didn't think
votes.
he didn't miss a field goal.
No, he was good. It's Billy Bob Booker Thompson's going to get 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't miss a field goal and had the most make field goals, I thought, in the American.
He might win the award and lose the Pro Bowl. We've had that happen before.
That's my goal for my boy Grayson.
Yeah, that's happened a lot actually.
Yeah.
They didn't rank. Oh,
Defense
they're not
legend,
ranked.
man. Yeah.
And a huge stop, keeping it just outside of Steptoe's
That's-
range.
That
I
was
think
a
that's
weird
going to be a
call.
touchback.
It will.
Ooh, that was close.
Hawks long deep bomb downfield is Lamar.
Lamar, wow. Be interesting to see if Hawkins shows up in the game. As that's a Twinkle Toes pick.
That's, I think, his first career pick.
Oh, good for him. Just don't do it against the Lions, though. What the heck, man? That was a dangerous throw, though.
Can you copy the defense strategy to let Michael Wilson get 26 sacks? As Chess is going to get a huge gain downfield. Chester Chess is honestly...
Did he actually get 26 sacks?
He got 26 sacks, but very few independent tackles. And also, he played against the Nightmares, and Lovehammer hasn't yet.
That's true.
As Bortlestone is tackled for a loss. I'm real excited to see tackles for a loss next season.
I feel pretty good about my D line though, because I don't know if it's easier or harder to get more sacks if you have a stronger DL.
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think of who's on the DL. They've got... It might just be, honestly, a numbers game.
Yeah.
Because it's 3-7 now, as Omaha puts points on the board, and Boss is going to get 7.
If you look Steptoe, the kicker snub.
And Martinelli with a huge run. That's the end of the first.
The Vipers capitalizing on that INT, getting some points on the board.
Hey, it all adds
I
up.
remember when
Definitely does.
Martinelli was the only offensive player on the Lions even worth noting. And he is now like the 4th. It's crazy how much this team has changed.
It really is.
I'm so used to perennial bottom dweller Lions.
And I think a win here will actually give the Lions the first ever playoff berth.
Martinelli flies forward. He's in for the touchdown.
Oh, close. Have they even had a winning season before?
No, they've never. This will be their first.
Crazy.
Yeah, last
some scrub named Dustin Johnson.
last week or last game, I should say, when we got to win 7, so that was the first ever winning season.
Crazy.
And I think a win here secures a playoff.
It more or less does. I'd have to do
basically Lions
math.
Dynasty?
I don't know. I think the lines would be really good next year, and maybe even in S12 as well, because there's only the oldest player is Valor at S5, and he's 1600 TPE.
He's not going anywhere.
Wow. So
So
the
there's a little.
Lions are like a new talent team. That's good to see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah. There's.
exact opposite of the Dragons. Aliens are pretty old now.
Yeah, they got some S4 DB guy.
It's another stop by the Lions.
Ouch.
Sorry, Doc.
My career's going. I'm very happy with how my career has.
I was gonna say, Agrat Balls has been having quite a good career.
I think I'm at that area where I'm at that area where if I continue at this pace for like 2 more seasons, I think I'll be a Hall of Famer.
Probably.
Got a safety watch here. Oh, never mind. They give it to Martinelli.
I like how Martinelli never touched a player and somehow got flagged for holding.
He stared someone down so much it was a penalty.
It's a death stare. It holds them back. Maybe it's because he was holding the pizza.
Martinelli got them had the holding, got him down to 1st and 20. 3 consecutive Martinelli runs, and he gets the first down. That's kind of cool.
He makes up for the damage he does.
Ooh, that's a dangerous throw. There's a lot of
Rock's only trying to force that one a little bit.
Yeah, he was, but there wasn't much open, to be honest. Well covered by the Vipers.
Oh.
That might be another hold, though.
It's an offsides.
Oh no, it's offsides.
They're going to decline it.
My favorite thing about this game is the camera angles at the 2-minute.
Oh yeah, so jerky.
Yeah, I'm gonna start playing with the camera angles in 21. I think next week.
Have you seen like the really? So every now and again, there's like a really awkward like sideline, like when you're using this view and they throw it like near the sideline.
Every now and then.
Sometimes like there's like a really weird camera angle, like the cameras pan, like normally how it kind of pans up like that, like it pans down or something like that, kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it.
I know what you mean though. By the way, I want to point out Martinelli is averaging 7 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's absurd. Grayson will get a catch here.
It's gonna be a 4th down, I think. Yep.
It is. So Zuko Ito, the Pro Bowl punter, is going to make a 41-yarder.
Is a professional engineer. Not sure if he counted to 4 correctly.
I'm actually not a professional engineer.
Oh, are you not?
No, I don't have my PE is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Fair.
I was about to say, are you an unprofessional? And if fumbles, rolls out, and basically, because of that weird glitch, no yards are gained.
Oh, no, that sucks.
You know,
awful.
I don't take offense to that, because in real football, that would be ruled not a catch. So I don't mind it that much, actually.
Okay.
Because he only got 1 step and then lost the ball, you know?
Oh, he did. I thought he had taken a couple.
I mean, that's not what Axis is doing. That's a bug. But it resembles real football, so I don't mind it.
Right.
You're getting a result that's real football, even though the logic that got us there is not.
Used the wrong equation, got the correct answer.
Exactly. All the work you did was wrong, yet you somehow got here. Martinelli is mad.
I think that's short, yep.
He's still got forward momentum, though. As Botterman gets him a first.
Botterman love.
Oh, shoot. It's supposed to be an away game? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Shiloh gonna get a score right at the end of the half.
Wow.
Low-key, you are probably right. It should have been an away game, but also it's an aesthetic choice. It's not... there is no home field advantage as confirmed by Danny.
I don't know. I think Infidel's going to start calling for a resim.
He knows there's no home field advantage. Like, if this was the, hey, I think you're using the wrong depth chart, that would be okay, we got to go back and fix it.
Yeah.
but this is a purely aesthetic thing.
I was talking about simming in yesterday's Dev League game, and I was joking about how every single thing you see, you constantly worry that you made a mistake. Like I'll see someone and be like, "Oh no, he's totally on the wrong team," and then I'll say, "No, everything is correct." I'm just like worried that I've messed up somehow, and the team is losing because of it. So I feel like the frantic need to apologize to a team because I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I think I did something wrong."
Yeah, I get that. I get that hard, but
Simming is nerve-wracking for the first half because you're one message away from being like, "Well, time to restart."
it is and it isn't. That's why I have like these thresholds. Is
Oh.
Henriksen's going to take it to the house?
Oh, what a play.
Nice.
Nice catch.
Nice catch
No,
and
you're
run
the
along
man.
the sideline. Vancouver says, "Bring on the Pro Bowl team." All right, so let me ask you, Dust, since I've got you in the booth.
Okay.
Do you feel like you could take on a Pro Bowl team?
I mean, I think I could take on the international one because all my players would be on my team and not their team.
Oh no, we'd have both. So you'd be playing Mike Oxlong would be playing Mike Oxlong.
Oh well, that's just gonna cause a tear in the
Space-time
fine.
continuum?
Space-time continuum.
Nah, we'll treat it like we do a body. It's okay, they're all cousins.
Oh, that's even. That might be worse. Gosh, I don't know. They're so good. I'm gonna be a realist and say no because our defense is still very young. Like we have a lot of S9 and S10 defensive players, albeit they've been really performing well and whatnot. But when you have me, only at like 500 some TP spent as your CB2, that's gonna be really tough against a Pro Bowl receiver set.
Definitely.
So I would say no just for the sake of defense. I think offensively we could probably hang, but defensively it'd be really tough.
So you'd be going with the hammerhead strategy, hope your offense can keep up?
It could be a hammerhead strategy.
Suck the hype out of the fan sales. I'm sorry, Mo. Don't worry, I will have a private audience of you and we will watch a game just to see.
Yeah, we'll all get. Yeah, actually, well, I could get the file. I guess
You could. You
Like,
will.
I'll have the file, so I guess I could do a Lions versus Pro Bowl game in
It's actually
in the locker room. That'd be kind of fun, actually.
acceptable answers would have been fuck yes or we'd dominate anybody. I
Sorry.
think your press coach is telling you you've been doing it wrong.
I guess Mo's gonna be the new Lions owner. Actually, that would be really fun.
Definitely possibilities. Bortlestone's going to get tackled for a loss.
How many channel points to buy the Lions?
I don't know. How many are you auctioning them for?
I don't own the Lions.
Technically, the league does right now.
Right. So
I don't know. If he wants it, if you don't want it and you think he wants it, then yeah, I don't see any reason not to. I'd have to check it with the head office.
No, I was just kind of joking because I've seen Mo enough in here, so I'm curious how many channel points he actually has.
That is a very curious question.
I think it'd be funny to put an ungodly amount of channel points in there to buy a team.
70,000, 700,000.
Oh,
Blaylock the Pro Bowler.
What is the max channel points before it just says infinity?
I don't know. God, I love that face gen. By the way, just a friendly reminder for all those watching, for 20,000 channel points, you can redeem a face gen, or, because it is Suicide Prevention Month, you can donate $5 to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline.
And you can also have a great face gem like David Martinelli or Johnson Lovehammer.
Both of them have great face gens.
And I think Green Army
Yes.
got his in, right?
Yes, he did.
I don't know. It's kind of weird about defensive players. It doesn't seem like you see it as much.
Nah, but I mean, well, so that's one of the things that we've built into the stat bot is when you do like a stat bot check, it'll show up.
Yep. Well, it doesn't for me.
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't like you. I think I fixed it, but
I don't think the stats like me.
Skrilla, no, the Nightmares play the final game of the night. That's mostly why I checked the stat bot. You know what? I appreciate that. And Xiaomi back to pass.
It will be 4th down territory, of course, for the Vipers, but we'll see if they need another down. They've got a man on the sideline. It's
oof. 4th and 2. They're going for it, as they should.
Hendrickson with the only touchdown for the Vipers. Xiaomi
and Tabatabay runs out of bounds.
Oh no! Came back too far in the comeback route.
The comeback route did not provide them the comeback they needed.
I think they needed a few more of those routes.
Yeah, but I'm just here for puns.
Yeah.
Claims to be a comeback route, doesn't actually help with the comeback. Ironic.
That's false advertising.
Misleading name. Lawsuit incoming.
I was waiting for someone in the chat to say the big brain play would have been to get a to miss the 4th down, get a safety, and then get the ball back.
It probably would have been. Put Dex in Hall of Fame. Well, there is a vote. I believe he's on the ballot this time. So, and I'd be very surprised if Dexter Jackson does not make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the Hall has like a kind of a strict spot because of sport discipline, but they're about to that thing now, so.
Was Dex on Vancouver? Dexter Jackson was never on Vancouver. No, he played for the Sapporo when they were Sapporo, and then the Aztecs when they were the Aztecs. He played for the Rush. He played for the Flamingos. I think he's played a couple of other places too.
No points in that 4th quarter.
He was all over the place, yeah.
That's it? Oh, okay. I thought there were more.
Well, good game, Vipers. It's interesting because I saw the highlights of that Mexico City game, and it was like, wow, I was really nervous about this game, to be honest, because I think the Vipers are deadly. I mean, no pun intended.
All right, Aliens Twisters. Who do you guys got?
I'm gonna go with the greatest team in the super casual, the Aliens.
All right.
God, the Aliens are like my favorite non-Lions team. I'm gonna go with the Aliens.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Twisters. Wait, who's home? Okay.
Dom, where'd you go? And then there were 2.
Then there were 2.
Still the only non-Pro Bowler in the.
It's okay. I still love you.
Can someone else join me? Join in. Pryor didn't make the Pro Bowl.
Pryor didn't make the Pro Bowl, but he also said he can't make it today.
Pryor is not real.
Dom, we keep losing you.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's up with my Discord client. It just like randomly disconnects all the time now.
Even I mean, at least my multi made the Pro Bowl.
That's true.
Good. Mm-hmm. So, like, I kind of technically made the Pro Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Did the Dragons have the most Pro Bowlers of any team?
Yes.
Okay. I know
the Dragons did have the most recognizable players in any team.
Yeah. Okay, but to be honest, there were probably like at least 3 or 4 of them that really deserved it.
Oh no, I mean it's the best team.
I mean, like Dayton Mack had almost 50 touchdowns through 11 games or something like that.
Yeah, he's on a tear.
Yeah.
Daddy really wanted to start this game with a message.
And that message was, I will throw to everyone. Both these defenses are stout. It's going to be a true grit fest, and I'm so excited.
Well, this was the championship rematch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This was the 9-punt bowl.
Where I mistakenly thought Dom was on the Aliens the season before.
Yep.
See, if
The
Dom would have
only
been
time
on there.
I have ever been mad at this Aliens team ever was that particular game. Well, I was mad at them when I was GMing the Flamingos, but that was something else. The only time I was
That was
mad
the
with
why
the
won't you
Aliens
work like I
offense
told you to.
was when we ran the ball like 8 times after being down like 10, and we were like, why do you keep running the ball?
Well, that,
But when you're trying to milk the clock, then they pass it like on the first 2 downs or something like that. That's always fun.
So happy for Axis 21.
I think was that another Michael Wilson sack earlier that
Oh.
drive?
might have been. As Ping Xiaopo is going to get a good 22-yarder there. Branton just throws it out of bounds.
Thank God you turned off the intentional grounding.
Right? And it's a pick!
Oh.
Ronan Rambo.
What an egregious throw under pressure.
Rambo did not make the Pro Bowl team though.
Which still is amazing to me.
Yeah.
And it's another instant sack. Richard Squirman gets to him this time.
Okay.
Espelone is going to be short. Chuck Finn has to punt.
Oh, I love the Aliens. Oh,
Ooh.
What a punt.
This was the strategy. This was the strategy.
And with how these defenses are playing, I can see it
6-2
working in their favor. Larson makes a man miss.
avoids the safety.
Wow.
6-2.
6-2 coming out.
It
And
was
Burrow.
for the other team.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, that was a nice job to keep up with them at least.
Absolutely.
Branson to Shrubbery.
Shrubbery's had it.
Shrubbery.
Wait, did Shrubbery get the Pro Bowl on the fullback side? Or is that Grant?
No.
It was
Grant.
Yeah, it was 40 chest,
It was
yeah.
your multi.
That was your multi.
I
You should remember when you make the Pro
I
Bowl.
know, but I've seen
say.
I know, but Shrubbery's been having a really good season too. I was kind of surprised to not see him get in.
And Loki. So to explain this one, we joke that Chess is his multi because in booth they sound very similar, and they also have a very similar looking cat.
Yes, that's true.
And they're also both absolutely adorable.
That's true.
Yeah.
I haven't done a face reveal.
Oh, we're talking about the cats.
Oh.
We've seen
I
chat
didn't think
choose
Tom
you.
was talking about the cats.
I was talking about the cats. Grimes avoids the sack, finds Espelone, but Espelone can't get anywhere.
Joke. It is a joke. Come on. We've both been in the booth.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
I have 2 mics and they perfectly filter out my voice and don't pick up.
They're really good at throwing their voice. It's amazing.
Hey, that would be an amazing prank. Is have both of you in the booth, and when one is talking, mute the other one.
Look, all I'm going to say is if you are that talented to multi yourself, to create 2 people
Well,
All the credit in the world.
and have them talk at the same time, I can't ban you for that. That's just too impressive.
But I think the biggest part of the joke is that TLK, you've known 40 Chess for a long time.
I've known Chess for a long, long time. As Dixie Kong, the former alien, is going to score.
I like to imagine that the Aliens offensive coordinator is just looking at a sheet and it just says 1, hand to Espelone, 2, profit. And he's just keep yelling, why isn't it working at the sky?
Alright, so in defense of that, the Aliens offense is the most balanced. It is a 50-50 pass-run slider split.
Yep. Who's the GM for the Aliens? Who calls the playbook?
I think that is the first down for the Aliens today, actually.
Espelone stat padding. Nobody wants to run the ball. I'm good to run the ball.
And Grimes is sacked. I'm really excited for 21. We'll actually see who gets these sacks.
Tackle for loss and sack for loss.
And then run it on 3rd. Love it.
Dude, this is just like the super casual ball.
I think if you make,
This is like a piece-by-piece recreation of it.
I think maybe you should adjust your sliders for the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so too.
Unless you're playing the Lions, just keep running it. Because you'll probably still win.
And Dixie Kong. Yeah, seeding's going to be wild.
More like Dixie.
Oh,
Got him.
there was the right throw that Branson had. He did not take it.
Yeah.
Oh, running back
He
open.
does sneak the right one there. Shrubbery.
And Shrubbery
Makes a
to the
man miss,
house.
and that is a touchdown. So, what do you predict to be the playoff seeding? I guess. Obviously,
Alright.
this game depends on a lot, but
All right, so here we go. I'm going to predict it. I think the Twisters are going to be the 1 seed.
okay.
I think the Dragons are going to be a 2 seed, and I think the Aliens are going to be the 3 seed.
Okay.
On the American division. On the international division, and so to give the actual numbers, it would be 1, 3, and 4.
Yep, like the actual seeding, but
Yep. I think the Aztecs are probably going to keep the hold on the
no.
division, as Espelon is tackled for a loss. So they're going to get the 2 seed. I think the Wallabies will be in the 5 seed, and the Lions will be in the 6 seed.
Gotcha. So you're predicting a Lions Twisters, or no, that one doesn't work. It'd be the 3 seed. Who's the 3 seed again?
The 3 seed would be the no, Aztecs are 2 seed. So the 3 seed would be the lowest of the American division, which would be the Aliens.
Oh, so you're predicting a potentially Aliens Lions matchup.
I am. Then again, a lot of things can shake out a lot differently.
And then would it be? And then it would be, I guess, Dragons and no, it'd be.
No, it'd be Twisters and Wallabies.
So then after we beat the Lions because they're trash, we on the Dragons, right?
At least the Lions can get first downs.
It depends on. Oof. Alright, this is getting feisty as we hit the end of the half.
That's a bold claim, Dustin. I don't really think we can either. We have like 1 first down this game. It's like first half OSU, except it's the whole game.
Actually, that last matchup was pretty close one. I think it was 15-7 was the final, and we got Chuck Finn to death.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty close game.
There isn't a Lions in Nightmare. Killa, I hate to tell this to you, but Peter Tingle is one of like 3 bright spots on the Nightmares who are not winning a game this season. Flat out. Like, there's a reason I'm putting them last. It's because they're getting sabotaged by the fact that they're young. Sabotage, not the right word. Getting stomped because they are super young. They're the only team to allow 100 points in a single season. It's, it's not... This is not the season of the Barcelona Nightmare.
And the crazy thing, like, it wasn't even against the highest TPE team in the league either. I mean, granted, like, Mexico City is a good team, so...
The biggest nightmare, however...
So we got a record. That is true. You did get a record.
Yeah. All time, baby.
It is honestly the most points allowed in a shutout. Absolutely.
Probably have the most points allowed in a season.
Yeah.
Because they gave up 88 against Denver and 107.
I'd have to look at like the season 2 and season 3 records. But in the season 4 world beyond, the season 4, I'm gonna call it the era. Yeah. Two records. Yeah. They're having a record-breaking season. Branson's still in the red zone, and that's just going to bomb. Oh, absolutely. I would not doubt that Barcelona is on the way up. It's just, this is not their season. So now it's a 3-score game. Lidditz is shutting out Roswell.
They didn't get any free agents to kind of bridge the gap because all the free agents went to Denver. So basically...
Or Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's true. Vegas got a bunch. So they had to rely on the draft, and that just takes time.
Yep.
But
I mean,
they
I
have
look at
I feel like
Barcelona
they'll
and
have a really good offense next year. Actually, I think they'll be kind of like Hammerheads next year, where they'll have a
yeah.
really good offense. And the defense, I don't know. I hadn't had as much of a pulse on it.
This isn't even competitive yards showing up. That's true. Lidditz is absolutely stomping them. I think what's going to be really interesting is if
Grimes.
week 14 is going to be really interesting to watch because
That's the
Lidditz is going to. Nah.
Wallabies Aztecs or
Well, yes, there's a lot on the line week 14. There's Wallabies Aztecs.
Yep.
There's Twisters Dragons. Both of those are going to be amazing games, at least on paper, and they're going to have such crazy implications.
And Aliens Vipers could be interesting too.
As Burrow's going to take it to the house. Aliens Vipers is always fun, because if there's one thing I've learned about the Vipers, it is their propensity. Killer, I get excited when Nightmares score too. It is the Viper's propensity to ruin the day of the aliens. Wouldn't you agree with that, Dom?
Yes.
Grimes has a propensity of getting sacked.
He does. I'm not even going to call for fours in chat. Nate, I'm glad you like this field. It's one of my favorites. Great field. So what's our next game?
I will find out for you, sir.
I retract my statement about this being the best game of the season.
I mean, depends. Thank you for the sub. Much appreciated, Rec.
Oh!
That's loud, you did it!
Oh, no, cut to the right! What?
It is
No one! Oh, man.
It is your Wallabies TLK against Venom.
Ooh,
Next game, so
that'll be good.
Yeah. You know, I think the Venom have kind of underperformed this season, but that doesn't mean they can't steal a game.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, Killer, you play. Nightmares play the final game of the night, so they'll be
Very accurate.
at around 5:40 Eastern Standard.
They declined the false start.
It's fourth down, so yeah, they decline. Logic is always decline a fourth, and you know, I'm gonna say this: Chuck Finn would have been a better choice.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh wow.
No, we
Cobra.
to do it to him.
Hey, that was Team Fogarty too.
The Wallabies are one of the most. The Wallabies are a very confusing team, though.
Oh man, this is great.
Sure, this isn't us. Sadly.
Oh boy. But the Wallabies are a confusing team because they'll win against like the Aliens and Dragons, but they've lost to the Lions, they've lost to Mexico City, and then I can't remember their third loss. That wasn't Reykjavik.
Was it the Vipers? I don't think it was. Grimes is sacked for safety.
Safety watch!
This is a game to forget if you're a Roswell fan.
Grimes has not been protected whatsoever, you know. Even if they did pass it more.
I'm so excited for the instant sack to go away.
Marco Larson, more like bad. Oh, got him.
This is half as bad as watching us, yeah.
Oh, this is super fun. I can laugh about it because we're on a good team. So I'm just like, oh, haha, they got us, you know?
Yeah, it's not like the Aliens are missing the postseason because of this loss.
To be fair, it's not like the Nightmares would miss the postseason because of a loss.
Yep. And I think this is the last play as the 6-2 is coming out.
Oh, are they gonna pass it?
Oh, if they Cobra Kai this, that would be
Oh
cruel.
no. They have to
Pick
call a
6.
play.
Come on.
Oh no. Oh, it's well covered actually.
Yep. No, that's a good knockdown.
It was.
Dom, I hope you get a pick 6. If you get a pick 6, I will drive all the
That-
way to Ohio.
To Canton.
Roswell calls a timeout.
Speaking of blowouts, Notre Dame is losing to Toledo.
To who?
Toledo?
Rockets!
Yeah. There was a pick 6 and they went into half, Toledo winning 16-14. It's not gonna hold up, but that is amazing.
All right, I have a statement.
Well,
I'm gonna.
if they lose, then Brian Kelly's gonna execute his players, right?
Yeah.
He botched that quote so badly, and it annoys me as a huge John McKay fan because he didn't have the setup line. He just tried to shoehorn it in. For those who,
Said shoehorn.
yeah, it's the right word.
Funny word, I like it.
No, I mean the quote is so great originally. If you guys know it, right?
Yeah.
Dust, you know, right?
Huh?
You know the original quote, right?
What?
So John McKay was asked by a member of the press in a post-game press conference, and he was asked, "How do you feel about your team's execution?" And his response was, "I'm all for it," which is the original quote that was botched, and it annoys me. Also, I'm going to say this: Notre Dame fans are like fans of the Dallas Cowboys. They're everywhere and have no tie to the place.
You know, I
But Catholic.
do not have many bad experiences with Cowboys fans.
I'm not saying some of my best friends are Cowboys fans, but
That's unfortunate.
they're good people. But what I'm saying is like, he's a rare exception. He's actually from the Dallas area. Most of, like, the old joke, I'm going to the one spot in the world where there are no Cowboys fans, Dallas.
I think that's from the historical, because
I
the
bet
Cowboys.
you'd be pretty safe from Cowboys fans in Mongolia.
That's true.
About 25% of the population of Mongolia is still nomadic.
Alright, Venom are the favorites in this game, which means the Wallabies have this in the bag. Oh, I didn't actually write down the weather. Whoops. Luckily, captured here. Clear and low winds.
Oh. But I think some of that Cowboys fandom stems from it being like one of the only games on historically, or one of the few
Yes.
televised games from like the
Oh, absolutely.
60s, 70s, 80s probably. I wasn't alive, so I don't know exactly, but I know that's why my parents or my dad and family were Cowboys fans growing up, because that was the only game you could watch.
Dragons have not played yet, Odeon. They'll be the second to last game tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
They don't do it anymore because a lot of people would steal it and sell it on the black market. But yeah, no, they used to. So there are some people out there who think the Bills are the greatest dynasty of all time. McMorris back to pass, and that's an easy pick for LeBradford Kuondijo.
Wow. That was literally as bad of a game can start.
And Tuca Salamanca gets the sack, but it's going to be a face mask making the 2nd and 13. Yes, Rec,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
up?
Texas doesn't do the 15-yard face mask.
A wide receiver just helped his own.
I will send it in the mail, Rec. You will have one in the mail.
Ooh, Dotson makes man miss.
Did he not tackle him?
Dotson's fast.
Wow. And Thompson just phased through that guy. It was extraterrestrial.
No, the aliens played last game.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'd call that flayed. Okay. We were there. That's about it.
And Dotson's going to get a first.
Unironic, fuzzy Dotson carry. I hate to say that, but it's true right now.
And nearly picked off by New Zealand. I should put the
Yep.
Wallabies in the blacks. Oh well, I'll do it next home game.
That pass play is like Dotson just like tracered through the defense.
Yeah.
Like,
He had a drag route open for the touchdown there.
yeah, he did on the left side.
Kind of sad.
Yep.
And Strand Fury can't get anywhere, so that's going to be a good stop by the Wallabies, making New Zealand have a 3-point... Not New Zealand. Las Vegas have a 3-point lead.
Not a bad start at all.
No?
Get a pick on the first drive and get 3 from it. It's always easy to... You can see a Super Bowl win every year. That's how the football works.
As Mixa Musa and Mickey Mouse will get 5 on the screen. 4.
Ooh. That was going to be a big loss, actually. 6-2 incoming.
And thrown away.
Nice. Good job by the pressure.
It's always really disappointing when the defense comes out in 6-2 and it gets picked up perfectly, and then it's like, oh well, there goes a touchdown.
That's 2 quick stops, though. So, I guess actually playing very well thus far.
Venom.
I'm going to get fielded into the 26 by Goatspeed.
Venom are probably going to finish 7-7 and miss the postseason.
Yep.
And Strand Fury is stopped.
He led that
Because
one.
Lions got the 8th win of the season. I don't think there's any other team that can get 8 wins.
Big pickup for the first.
Even if the Wallabies lose out, Mexico City loses out, which that can happen.
I think it's... Have the Vipers and the Wallabies played yet?
Risky throw.
Yes.
Caught.
Ario's got it.
It shouldn't. So the Vipers lost their 8th game.
Oh right, the Vipers lost tonight.
They lost to the Lions just now, so they're 5-7, so they can only go 7-7.
Wow.
And the Wallabies have 8 wins, so I think the playoff teams have been set.
Think so.
Just the seeding now.
As Botterman will get a touchdown.
Absolutely destroyed that defensive back.
Dang.
You just got stunned by a 55 overall.
I think Pro Bowler Providence C. Rab got snagged on by a Botterman.
I think he did.
I don't know, actually. I didn't see.
I'd bet on it. I have no idea what
What is
number
your-
my player is.
What is your coverage looking like?
It's the stat I'm improving the most right now.
Gotcha.
Very nice. I don't really know the name for that route.
Like a
It's a running back.
like a swing route or something.
Yeah, it's a swing, but it's like a outside slant.
like a-
so I don't
yeah, it's-
really.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it because the swing kind of has more of a swing to it.
Yeah, you go backwards. She's walking forwards the whole time, and it's
Jinx.
like that's like the best running back route in all of this game.
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess I would call that a flat, just like out of the backfield. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of like Madden plays that name it like
Yeah,
that.
that's fair.
King Styles trying to figure out what the cap is. To answer that question, I'll probably be wrangling head office, start to come up with a cap number today. As McMorris is going to run, but there's a hold that's coming back.
And there's a hold.
It's going to be declined.
Dang, 300 TP cap. Dang, that's quite the cap.
300 would be quite the number. I don't think it's going to be 300.
Excited for my free agency this year.
You're a free agent this year.
Yeah, I'm still going for the wheel approach. I'm gonna put every team that asks me on a wheel, and I will pick from the 3 that I get.
The 3?
Yeah, I'm gonna spin the wheel 3 times.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Unless only like 2 people ask.
No, you're gonna spin it 3 times, and you're gonna pick from that one twice or one of them once.
Imagine
That
if
sounds
I
that
hype
sounds like
this
a
all
coin
up
flip
and
with
then
extra
no one
steps.
wants me. It'd be so sad.
The aliens aren't gonna want you back.
I mean, they'll be on the wheel.
Okay.
They want me.
And Meatwad's gonna punt.
Didn't Meatwad used to play for the Wallabies?
Green three, set.
I think.
Morris finds Colt Remington Wellington, who lost out by 1 vote to the Pro Bowl.
Green 17, ready, go.
Speaking of Pro Bowlers, though, there's Colt Remington Wellington. I thought it was Slayton. And New Zealand has tied this up.
Oh, yeah, they got that field goal earlier. Yeah. Nice.
By the
This
way,
could be the best game of the day.
it could be. All of a sudden, the Wallabies, I've always had this idea that when a team collapses and implodes, does the best ever. Like, Reykjavik was on a downward spiral heading into last season, so they get their first playoff appearance. The Toronto Rush super team collapsed, so they win it all the next season. The Wallabies are not preparing for anything, so this is the season they run the table.
I mean, they've
Wide
literally
open.
converted a running back to quarterback in one season.
Yeah.
Cortez, touchdown. That was like 75 yards. That was an 81-yard touchdown pass. Wow.
Nicely done by the Venom. This is the best I've seen the Venom, honestly.
Yeah, if they had been playing like this all season, they would be honestly showing you exactly why they're a playoff caliber team.
Yep.
Problem is, they didn't do this in other games that mattered.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to win the games that you're supposed to win. I mean, as obvious as that sounds, but I mean, there's just teams you should take care of business against. So.
Yeah.
Just like I pulled out all my hair watching the Knights game on Wednesday. I mean, it was still a win. It was like the worst game ever.
It was like Toasty losing years off his life watching the Aztecs Vipers game.
Oh boy.
All right, we've got this. There's a minute left. There's no way they're going to score. Oh, they're going to score immediately. Okay. Well then.
Classic.
Critical third down for the Wallabies.
And they're not going to get it. It's going to be a stop, and so it's going to be a punt. I believe I'm going to quote DG when I say, "Go for it, cowards."
Absolutely, they should. But they will not. And Venom, with all their timeouts, not that it matters because the sim engine doesn't work like that. They could score before the end of the half.
It will work out like that in 21.
Tough but true.
You're welcome, DG.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I never realized that D. Garrett and DG are the same person.
Oh no, he ran out of bounds.
Because I'd seen both of them talk before, but despite talking the same and saying the same thing, having the same.
Having the same profile
just never
picture.
like- Yeah, I was just never like, oh hey, D. Garrett is DG. Time for the hashtag dominant season drive.
And Slayton, the Pro Bowler, will get that one.
I mean, he had a great season, Slayton did.
Oh, Slayton, I think, is actually leading wide receiver in yards. Like, all wide receivers.
He's pretty good.
He
One
might
of only
be a Hall of Famer.
One of only 3 or 4 S1 players.
Yeah, there's not many left.
Is it just? I know Jordals and Slayton.
Jordals, Slayton. Hold on, I can. On the bank, I have this.
The EPA is gonna have to step in and declare season 1 players a dying species.
They're already on
Enact
the
strict
endangered watch list.
anti-hunting laws.
That EPA
Anti-poaching
or,
laws.
That environment, or was that like a wild? Or what's the
Fish and Wildlife.
Fish and
I
Wildlife?
think they're
Yeah.
under the EPA. I don't know that for certain.
They are.
Oh no, they might be
The World Wildlife Federation. as Dotson
I'm
will get
trying to
that one.
think of the one responsible for legal enforcement in the U.S. though. What's the department that handles natural resources in the U.S.?
Department of Energy.
Yeah, DOE. Or would that be like under the interior or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's under the Department of Interior. That's what I was trying to think of.
I'm trying to think. There's a
Politics.
couple of other Season 1 players, but not many.
Wait, did you say the World Wildlife Federation, the WWF?
Yeah.
Like big wrestlers.
Yeah. There's actually a great shirt you
Can
can
you be
find
fake
of
wrestler?
WWF, which is it's got a panda holding a chair above another panda because the World Wildlife Federation's logo is the panda, so it's got one panda
That's
with the
funny.
chair. I'll find it for you.
Is Elmer Snead? No, he's not playing anymore. Who's Cop? Who's Cop was recreated, right?
Yeah, he just retired this season though.
Okay. Ryan Yosef is S1.
Yes, he is. All right, I
And
found
then
it.
that's about all I see.
That's it.
So there might be only 3 people.
It's a small group.
Yeah. Then next you still have I mean S2s you have a few more, like Hummus God, of course. And Tuco in this one.
Yep.
Nice.
This would be a huge upset.
This would be. Well, technically no, because the odds were very much in favor of Las Vegas.
Well, no, because this is the Wallabies' dominant season.
Oh, that's true. By the way, I did just post the WWF Wrestling Pandas in memes if you want to look at it.
I need to look at that. I saw the bloop come across. Oh yeah, that's good.
And Meatwad, the former Wallabies kicker, is going to kick this. You know what? It's a 2-score game. Let's get some 4s in chat.
You know, I honestly think the Venom should go for it.
Definitely 4s in chat.
Nameless Nate with the Roman numeral 4, much respect.
It's like the old joke, a Roman walks into a bar, holds up 2 fingers and says, 5 beers, please.
Did either of you ever watched Life of Brian?
Yes. Great film.
Whenever I see Roman numerals, I always think of the scene where he graffitis a building and the guards force him
Romane, go home.
Oh, that's a turnover on down.
Turnover on down. This could be huge. As JQ gets it.
Oh!
Wow, that could have been a dangerous throw.
Dotson tackled for a loss.
Short. And forward.
Critical 3rd down.
And Gase's sack, knocking them out of field goal range.
That might not be the worst thing, though, because if they didn't get it again...
See, the punch is good.
Oh, that's a great punt from Meatwad. Future Hall of Famer himself.
Meatwad MVP. Maybe.
And deep bomb downfield. This is dangerous. Slayton runs out of bounds.
He gets those catches every time. Every time.
Look, I'm going to say this. Slayton is a god amongst men.
How does he do that?
Just pure, like, I don't know. But if he doesn't do that, he basically, if he goes the other way, he gets the touchdown.
Yeah, yep.
As we hit the 2-minute warning.
That happens every time.
It's so good.
Just, like, bounces off of him.
One-on-one with Slayton?
Flying.
Yeah, okay, I've got this. Every defender thinks. So New Zealand's calling a timeout as a turnover on downs, and that'll likely do it. Las Vegas wins.
I'm thinking of, like, the one SpongeBob scene where they're like, "Bring it on, old man."
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, how many times do we have to tell you?
How many times do we have to teach you a lesson, old man?
All the teams are like, "No, he's gonna kick my butt." these young people. Oh, so good.
So good.
I saw one that used that, but it was with NFL players, and so the old man was Tom Brady, and everyone was the NFL.
How many times do we gotta teach you a lesson, old man?
Well, but some teams haven't taught Tom Brady a lesson. There's actually teams that have not won a game against Tom Brady.
Which is still wild.
Right. And one of them probably never will. Because it's the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Way to go, Venom. That was a good win. And that makes things really interesting
Oh, yeah.
in the seeding for the international division.
So right now, as it stands, the Wallabies are 10-2.
10-2. What? They're 8-4. Huh?
No. Am I looking at the wrong division? I'm looking at the wrong division. They're 8-4. Whoops. I put international at the top.
But yeah, that could be interesting. Lions, I believe, have the tiebreaker over the Wallabies too, because of the
Yes.
head-to-head. So that could put the Wallabies down to the 6th seed potentially. But if they win against Mexico City,
It could throw everything out of whack.
oh my God, this is gonna get crazy.
Welcome to
Um,
postseason fun.
you want to go to Denver and Dragons?
I believe that is
Or
our
no, Aztecs Knights. My bad.
Aztecs
Aztecs
Knights.
Aztecs at home.
The Curse of Saba. So this is a must-win for the Aztecs to really hold the division. If they win this, I think they more or less clinch because who do the Aztecs play after this?
I can check.
Okay,
I was
wait, I
just
can
looking
check.
at that too. It's the Hammerheads. So
Yeah, so I
feel
think
like
if
they'll probably.
the Aztecs win this, they clinch the 2 seed.
They'll definitely be in the driver's seat. I think they'd have to lose the last 2 games next week, which I think between. I mean, even though the Wallabies or even though the Wallabies are one of those games, I feel like it's way too improbable to
Oh,
for the
yeah.
Aztecs to lose both against the Wallabies and the Hammerheads. TLK, how are you liking this draft class shaping up? I've seen a few more users here lately.
It's definitely
it's
shaping
exciting.
up good, and I plan
Yeah.
to leverage our Pro Bowl as a great tool to recruit.
Oh, no pressure.
Oh no, there was no pressure. But it's part of the plan.
But I'm streaming the Pro Bowl, TLK.
No.
What if I done goof?
I have full confidence in you. Every Dev League game I've watched has been amazing.
I mean, we just have a fun time.
Yeah, and a Pro Bowl's a fun
You know,
time,
And
I
we just
literally
cheer for the binaries.
as you
yeah, go
should.
binary. Always.
21. Black.
Can we
21.
create the reason why I always put a frowny face is because we don't have a binaries roll. Can we have a
Yeah.
binaries roll?
Yeah. Even if nobody's in it, can we add them?
Dom, you can create one.
Just so we can have.
Dom, yeah, you're HO.
Your head office, you
Permission. Bad pickup. Let's go.
have permission to
Do
create
your job
roles.
in HO, Dom. Earn your pay.
Wait,
Come
I'm
on.
an HO.
21.
You've been in HO.
Huh? Nice.
Oi. Oi, as Skipjack will get that pick.
Skipjack a Pro Bowl?
I still thought I was. Next thing I know, you guys are gonna tell me I'm not Flamenco's GM.
This is what I drink.
TLK is gonna quit by the end of this.
Nah. Hey, kidding, I love this gig too much. That's Guy Shamwow, who I do think was probably the biggest snub of the Pro Bowl.
I didn't see him in the voting, but
He
I
was.
could have been. Really?
Yeah.
It'd be easier if the names were alphabetical.
Yeah, it's a little more work for me for that, but yes.
Gotcha. I don't know. It's probably not super simple like into the form because you have to punch it in manually, right? Like for the
Yeah.
each
As
form entry.
McDonald will get a touchdown.
Aztec strike first.
And the ball does not hit the whale.
Oh. But yeah, I get about as hype as the Tom figured it out. Way to go.
I'm proud of you, Dom.
I get about
This
as
is a
hype.
big moment in the league history.
Dom learns his head off as it can create rolls. Power might go to his head.
Actually, you should just give like make TLK the only person of the binaries rolls so he gets more pings.
Nate,
Yeah,
you've asked a question. I will actually answer that if you you have to
A
redeem
lore
though
question.
for a lore question. Because it is still a close game.
Very. So yeah, I get about as hype for Nightmares touchdowns as I do for binaries touchdowns as well. They're one
I
and the same.
scream. Binaries.
When that binaries got the 2-point conversion to take the narwhals to overtime, they lost in double overtime. I like fell out of my chair.
Top 10 moment in league history.
It's definitely there. So Nate, to answer your question in a brief, and I'll go more in depth if you want to redeem it as a lore question, but the short answer is that the first season they rebranded from the Chocobos to the Aztecs. They went... you'll wait to see if it turns into a blowout first? Alright. Alright, so I'll wait. If not, you can wait till the Nightmares game, and then I will answer all questions, because lore questions are free during Nightmares games. If you're gonna wait, I'll just tell you. I'm not too
It's
picky.
so TLK like to finally find something to use channel points for, and then immediately find a way to not cost people channel points.
As it's a sack for a safety, Holloway had no time. So Nate, I'm gonna actually see if you remember someone. Do you remember Rocket Man?
Oh my god. The goat.
And if you probably remember, because you were in head office at the time, remember when he took over the Chocobos? I'm really going to jog your memory. So the season after we fired him, the Chocobos rebranded to the Aztecs and were terrible. So in their first season as the Aztecs, they went 1-11. And so Toasty put it on their end zone so that they never forget their roots. These last few years are all cloudy in my head. That's fair.
That's powerful.
As Holloway deep bomb down the field.
Oh!
As Grumathan will get the third pick of the night. So metal, I love it.
I have a PBE. Well, it's a Google Docs thread, and it's just every time someone who's trash talked me in PBE, and it just motivates me to do PTs.
Oh man. So what you're saying is I should
do PTs out of spite, like some Michael Jordan thing.
I took that personally. And a literal fridge is going to score. So what you're saying is if I praise you, you'll spend more time here and less in the PBE.
Yes.
Dom, you're a wonderful asset to your PBE team, whoever that is.
Oh no.
Sabotage!
Red 31. Red 31.
The Toros are literally nothing without you, Dom, from Nameless Nate. See? Saw this promotion. Oh, you play for the Toros? Yeah, you're absolutely an asset.
Oh. Yeah, I bat 210, which makes me the second best batter on Toro.
I think you still bat better than I do.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, you of all people know how much, especially more effort-filled leagues,
as a rookie, like you just get your butt kicked, you know.
Oh yeah.
Blue 19. Blue 19. Hike.
So
On
Dust, are you
Twitter,
excited for the PBE draft? Speaking of,
Yeah.
is Dust here? Did we lose him? Dust?
Dust fooling me.
Ready.
No, Dust is here. Just not saying anything. We'll wait till he gets back.
Blue 26. Blue 26. Set hike.
Dust is in the wind. Yo. That's
Oh my
good.
God.
And this is a pick coming back against Sophons, Deshaun Jacksman,
Black.
as the Hollywood Knights are looking to turn the page. Hand punt indeed. Holloway is 3 for 7 for 20 yards. He's averaging less than 10 yards a throw. He's now 3 for 8 and has the same number of completions as he does interceptions. So Aztecs defense has become stifling.
Black 11. Black 11. Ready. Hike.
As Steel Flex will get them 9, putting them in Greg of House-Gase's range. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Greg of House-Gase made the Pro Bowl, right? Yes, he did. I believe as punter.
What a weird honor.
Well, it's funny because
Being
you
like-
technically can win in both punter and kicker, but Murney actually lost out on the punter role.
Red 10. Set hike. Blue 7. Blue 7. Set. Set hike.
Softens back to pass.
Blue 19. Ready.
Holding.
Wait, why am I in the wind?
Because we were asking questions and you just weren't responding.
Sorry, I was on the phone, so I just disconnected my headset. Plug into my phone.
So that's why you were in the wind. Makes sense, doesn't it? Also, because it's a Hollywood Knights game,
What kind
so.
of question? Yes.
Blue 26.
What kind of question were we asking? We were asking how excited are you for the PBE draft upcoming?
Oh, I'm super excited. I'm also excited for the PBE World Series, shameless PBE plug coming up probably after the stream.
We're going to raid into it. So,
Awesome.
everyone
I think
watching.
I'm supposed to be moderating that soon, which I won't. Oh, and it's picking up noise.
And it's a fumble. Maple recovers.
But yeah, I'm really excited for this upcoming PBE draft.
Big
I've had a
field
lot of
goal?
GMs reach out to me. Oh.
Um,
Timeout.
Field goal.
Nate, that's a good question. I'm actually not sure. I will definitely do a check of that. Because if so, it's going to change a lot of my field designs.
Nameless Nate? More like Nameless Cutie. Got him.
19. Ready. Set hike.
Get wrecked, son.
He's just never going to recover from that. It's Dogwood Maple. The Pro Bowler will get that one.
19. Blue 19.
Another player who actually led a bunch of dragons was Maple.
Black 21.
Yeah.
Black 21.
As Tommy Platt will get pick number 4 for the Aztecs. I think the Aztecs might be the most turnover-heavy team now.
Set hike.
Despite having like 10 touchdowns against the Nightmares last week.
Set hike.
Like, no, I mean like generating turnovers.
January.
I would say the most turnover heavy team is the Compendium.
Is the Compendium team? I get it. I would say it might be our general managers, but you know.
That's true.
Hey. I'm a general manager.
Sim League's a terrible GM turnover. Which isn't really by, I mean, it's just, you know, how these things work.
Yep.
I mean, isn't the stat in the average NFL offseason 1/3 of head coaches?
Oh yeah, it falls in line as that's
compared to
pick
real
number
sport-
5.
Wow, what even was that?
That was a bad throw.
I mean, compared to like actual sports leagues, I feel like GM turnover is actually pretty accurate.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Quattro's going to get a good chunk of yards. Quattro did make the Pro Bowl.
Yep. I thought he was very deserving.
Absolutely. There were a couple of running backs that definitely deserved it, and he was one of them. I think you could have gone perfectly okay with Cena as well. I think both of those were my top two choices.
Oh, Kobiakawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I voted. I can't remember anymore, to be honest.
Both of them
I
are
think,
viable, as Greg Ed
Yeah.
Gase is going to get the penalty, making this
Ooh,
no yards of difference.
gonna run it again. Oh,
Play action, but he's got a
the
man in the flat, and he does. Quattro. And that'll bring up the end of the third.
So, who's Quattro's user?
Quattro's user is... They're in the PBE, and I'm blanking on it all of a sudden.
I was gonna say, is his recreate Ocho Ocho, or like, how does that work?
Well, so Quattro Quattro is actually a name based on the Key and Peele sketch.
Yep. Familiar.
So my guess is he probably just used, like, the player formerly known as Mouse Cop.
Why doesn't Moose Cop make a player formerly known as Moose Cop?
That's a good point.
That would be cool.
Oswald Glockenspiel
Actually,
is a great name.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Glockenspiel is such a cool word.
It is. It's a great instrument.
Absolutely, very tingy.
Ooh, nearly pick number 6. All right, I have a question. I know it's bad to root against a team that's flailing, but if they throw another pick, we're going to be rooting for a pick 6, right?
Yeah.
And it's not. This is a travesty, so the Hollywood Knights win. Hollywood Knight is Al Gringo. Thank you, Nate. Yeah, it was Herb Sessions in the PBE. I wanted to get him when I was Wheeler's GM, but I got waiver bombed. As Guy ShamWow is going to get a short game, but it's going to be a punt.
Third Sessions.
Sir Peston just sounds like a German 1800s platoon in the Balkans area. This Cade Fletcher will get a first. Alright, so here's my question. Would any of these teams lose to Bishop Sycamore? If you guys know that story.
Yeah. My question is, I think it depends on the lore implications, because apparently the GFSA is a high school league for super casual.
Ah.
According to some people's headcanon, which means that this is a pro league at the highest level, which means that they would absolutely dominate.
Gotcha.
You know. So, yeah, I think they'd beat Bishop.
It's maple season.
Oh, nice.
Always has been.
These games have generally not been close today.
No.
You know, the Aliens almost had them. They just had to score 32 more points.
Yeah. 32 unanswered points.
Yeah, I mean...
with the Wallabies loss earlier, and a probable Mexico City win here, that gives Mexico City a 1-game lead over the Wallabies in that international division.
Yeah. And with the tiebreaker over the Lions, they'll have basically a 1-game advantage and the tiebreaker over every team.
They will. So, for a real brief rundown of scenarios, Mexico City's pretty much in the driver's seat. If they keep winning, they get the division.
Yeah,
If I think the only way
they have to
they
lose
lose the
2. They have
division,
to lose
if the,
both games.
oh, yes, I think if they even lose one, and then like if they lose to the Hammerheads and then lose, or like if they lose to the Wallabies and win against the Hammerheads, I still think they get in. Because they have the tiebreaker over the Lions if the Lions move 2-0. So I'm pretty sure the only scenario is they have to lose 2 for them to not get the division. And then I think the Wallabies basically have to win out and hope for the Aztecs to lose 2 to get the division,
Yeah.
as well as the Lions. So I think Mexico City is all but secured that 2 seed. So congratulations to them.
Yeah. Congrats to Mexico City on winning their division, I think, for the first time in a long time. All right, we are in Denver.
I mean, doesn't Mexico City have some playoff issues though? Is that a lore question?
Okay, yeah, so let me explain this one while I'm getting this ready. You know the famous Gru meme of like step 1 this, step 2 this?
Yep.
I can best describe it with that meme, which is step 1, build a dominant team. Step 2, easily make the postseason. Step 3, get decimated by the Wallabies in the postseason. They've always struggled in the postseason. It's almost always against the team from New Zealand.
Denver with not as high odds as I thought they would have against the Flamingos. So
The Flamingos have been one of the highest odd-rated teams. It's kind of weird.
yeah,
Hello again.
we don't
Rainy and high winds. Ooh, I wonder
have
if my...
Pryor in here to make predictions. That's why all the games have gone as expected.
This is true. So, here's my question. It's rainy, it's high winds. Which is...
And according to the Post, high winds hoodies come in today.
Yes, my high wind hoodie comes in today. I almost want to know if I should run down and check to see if it's here.
I wonder if Mo's bought a Lions hoodie.
He is
Those
not yet.
look pretty nice.
He is not yet. I'm so excited.
I like that my gray color, although I know there's other colors you can get. Honestly, that maroon color wouldn't be bad, but that's probably too specialty of a color for...
So I tried to do whatever colors they had that were close to what your team had.
Yeah.
So the Aztecs have technically the most color options of any team.
I suppose yellow and black are pretty...
Well, no, it's yellow, red, green. And then all of them have a black and white.
Sure.
Blue 7.
And so here we go, Flamingos. Skylar Strobel is met.
Classic.
Magic Trailers, we are ahead of schedule. Almost. We might stall for 5
What
minutes.
happens when we can't raid?
spider web.
We just stand there.
No, we just raid in anyway, and then we go. We were a little too early, apologies, and I'll just do it somehow. Or we stall for 10 minutes between these games.
We talk about playoffs and stats.
Yeah.
That doesn't help our stats.
I mean, Van is saying let's stall. We'll stall. It'll be great. Strobel is getting sacked again. Pablo. Laszlo 42 gets to him.
Nice
Look at that
face,
beautiful face, Jen.
Woo.
And a 61-yarder is good. Fort Lauderdale has points on the board.
That was a setup by that big spider web.
Spiderweb, the Pro Bowler himself.
Absolutely. And was he the reigning wide receiver of the year, or was he runner-up or something?
I think he was runner-up, but I'd have to double check awards. Actually, Van's here. Van, who won wide receiver of the year last year?
I thought Webb was close, but I think for some reason I'm thinking it went to somebody else now that I
Webb did
talked.
win it.
Blue 47.
Who was it?
No,
Blue 47. Tonight.
I thought it was Webb.
It might have been Webb.
I think it was Webb.
A wide receiver, obviously. Yeah, but Van.
Thank you, man.
What? Why do I have all...
Snosberries taste like snosberries.
Runman gets a good gain here.
Pro Bowler, running on him, man.
Pro Bowler Dayton Mack to Pro Bowler Ulysses S. Grant.
Dang, this Dragons team is very stacked.
Yep. And Runman runs it in.
Man. I've got a lion on top of me looking for attention, so that's why I'm.
That's
a little
okay,
more
my wife was scruffling my hair.
You sound insane.
Grant does the work. Runman gets the TD, nothing changes.
Wow. Dewell
Dangerous
Brewer, more like Dewell brewing up nothing. Ha ha ha, because he gets a run for 0 yards there. Strobel, what was that? Oh my
Nice
god.
job avoiding the sack. I don't know how that worked.
Play.
That was like probably the worst play action pass too, because there's only like 2 receivers actually running routes on there.
You gotta really sell the play action there. Oof, that was a bad throw as Brutus Maximus takes advantage of it.
Pro Bowl linebacker as the Dragons had 3 of the 4 Pro Bowl.
Not salty about him leaving for the Dragons at all.
Did you leave?
Not for the Dragons.
And Adonis King.
Okay.
No, I just don't like how all the former Flamingos went to the Dragons.
All the former who?
I got Willie Stroker.
I'm trying to think how many Flamingos went to the Dragons. Runman.
Yep.
But that's all I got. Am I missing someone?
Maximus, yes.
Oh, Maximus,
Runman,
yeah.
Maximus, Stroker left. I don't actually think he went to the Dragons.
He went to, I got him on the Lions.
Blue 47. Blue 47. Go.
Dayton Mack overthrows. And he's a Pro Bowler. For shame.
That hit his helmet?
David Tyree! And Runman is stopped.
Oh, he could have. Take it to the 2-minute warning. Close to it. There might be a second left.
Yep.
Bingo's holding their own against the Dragons.
They really are.
It's pretty big to be able to hold the team to just the field goal.
Field goal and touchdown, yeah.
Well, like when they're in the red zone that last session, I guess. But yeah, they scored that run man touchdown earlier.
And they're going to run it 3 times with Brewer, and Brewer's going to get nowhere.
Green 33. Green 33.
What time is it? Is it 6:30 or
6.
7 East? Okay.
Hummus gave me 6.
6.
So,
okay.
I went off that. If that's wrong, I can only do so much.
Yeah, no, I get you.
But yeah, I worked backwards from the time that Hummus gave me. So.
Yeah, and we should get pretty close.
Yeah. I just expected some of these games to take a little longer and have a little...
The Nightmares game might drag on, but that's not necessarily for
the right
reasons of it being really close. It's going to be, there might be a lot of stop clock because there might be a lot of touchdowns scored.
There might be. We'll see.
I don't know. The Hammerheads have a really good offense, and Zach Mouse
Yeah.
could easily torch the Nightmares.
Oh, absolutely. It's the lack of defense, though, in
Well,
Madagascar.
that's what I'm saying though. So like there could be so much scoring. Even the Nightmares could score a bunch or more than they normally do, and like that just stops the clock more.
Yeah.
I don't remember their splits for pass and rush, but I bet you they're both 80-20.
Probably.
So
Actually, Nightmares might be 50-50. As Struggle is sacked.
Dragons can have one more play. Looks like it.
It's going to be a run for a gain of 2 yards. Nope.
What? Oh, I thought you were seeing something. Oh no, Adonis King down the sideline. He just
Runs out of
passes.
bounds. Pads the yards. Ugh.
Pro Bowl
Okay,
tight end though.
okay.
Yes.
I have a question. So, you are accused of murder, right? And you did not do it.
Are we sure
However,
about that?
Yes. In this, I don't know if you have any intent to actually kill anyone, but in this world, you have not. And you have to choose someone from Super Casual to be your defense attorney, but they can't be someone with a law degree. Who do you choose?
Ooh.
I feel like that should be a lore question.
I'll pay the money for it.
Alright, I need a defense attorney.
Do you have a debate state finalist in the room with you? I don't think I'm a terrible call.
You're not, but I was actually thinking about Time Consumer.
Oh, no, very good choice. Yeah.
Not a knock on you at all. Just like, that was
No,
the...
I get that.
Dude, Dust, 4G worked in politics, and Dust sounds similar enough. I could just do Chess then, in that case. Chess doesn't have a law degree. I'm gonna see him in a couple days. In a week. I'm so excited.
Don't do me. I'm not a good lawyer. I'm too much of a jerk.
But I see Chess in a week. Week? 2 weeks? 2 weeks. 23rd.
Wow, you and Dust are hanging out? That's
Yeah.
cool. Throw it! Yes!
And Webb's got a touchdown! He says, look, William Slayton can do that, so can I.
The Mingos did something.
Yes. Pink Bird Gang.
Hashtag Pink Bird Gang.
Blue 7. Blue 7. Go. Green 1. Green 1. Go.
Pro Bowler Dayton Mack with no touchdowns yet in this one.
I'm starting to think that the Pro Bowl vote was rigged. Should just redo it.
Rescind the Pro Bowl vote.
Rescind Pro Bowl teams. I mean, he can't even throw a touchdown. Why is he a Pro Bowl quarterback? Wait, did TOK admit to rigging the Pro Bowl? Yeah, but not the way you want me to.
Oh.
Yes, that one's overthrown. I mean, look, with the way Dayton Mack's playing right now, do you think he's a Pro Bowl quarterback? Because I don't.
He's not playing bad, though. He's only got like 4 incompletions.
Legally Blind Gamer, yeah, we're doing a stream before your stream. We actually timed it so that this way we could just raid right into your stream, as Jacques Bernie's kick is good. So we're gonna stall a little bit to make sure that we can join yours right from here and not cut into your time. Or if you want to just start it 10 minutes early, so this way the raid can work, that works too.
Yeah. Why are we
If
whispering?
Spiderweb made
I
that
don't
grab
know.
again, I would have left the call.
Jordals with a short gain.
That's the
All right,
first
if it,
action I've seen from Jordals.
and they're gonna run
Oh
out of
no!
bounds,
They're
which
no, it
means
stops the clock and I have to punt.
then I'm over 30. What do we think, guys? Fours in chat.
Fours in the chat.
Fours.
My
in
wife
chat.
says fours in chat, so fours in chat.
You scratch my
We've
back.
done it for 11-point games before.
She kind of sounded like Phil Pryor there, actually. I legit thought, like, wait, when did Pryor join the call?
Thank you. You scratched yours.
Scratch my back
No,
in chat. Yeah, no, everyone could hear you asking for me to scratch your back, honey.
it's
You can tell them that
you have to listen for the coyote sound though. That's how you know for sure. And that's a huge fourth down stop or third down stop to bring up fourth down for the
Yeah.
Dragons. Wow. So, okay, if this is a lore question, I can skip
Nah, it's
this
all
one,
good.
but the end zone for the Denver Dragons, is the fire supposed to be like the fire from a dragon?
It's supposed to be. That's just more
Okay.
of my design. I just ran with. Birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday, Odeon. Well, happy in advance birthday. I'll wish you an actual happy birthday tomorrow. Unless I forget, which is very realistic.
I have a
Oh, that was
question.
a dangerous throw.
So, obviously, the date of today is 9/11.
Yes.
But you can't say, like, obviously you can't say, like, happy 9/11. How do you, what is, like, the prefix for 9/11?
Have a
Is
somber
there one?
9/11?
Do you just say, like,
Does it need a prefix?
I guess not. I guess you can just,
I mean, just that understood.
lest we forget? Yeah. But you can't be like, hey, lest we forget, it's not. I guess you could.
Yeah, that could work.
What everyone does for World War One. So, yeah.
Huh.
Dude, Poppy Day is awesome. I love Poppy Day.
Ooh, that was almost blocked. But I don't think block kicks are a thing in Super or in Axis.
They are, but they're rare. I don't think I've ever seen it happen in an actual live game. I've seen it happen in a couple demo games.
Ah.
Sort of like I've seen a Daniel Levasky run out the back safety in a demo game, but never in a live game.
Yeah. Pain.
Oh, Pow is here? Alright, shut down the stream.
Wilford with a big catch. It's just with the Minko's knees if they want to
Can't
get back.
imagine anyone even saying happy. No, that's what I'm thinking. Is I don't know what's a respectful way to like bring it up.
I've got a friend who's 36 today, and I'm like, and so obviously it's been, like that must have been like the worst, like 15th
Birthday? Yeah.
or like 16th birthday ever.
Oh, 16. That's rough.
And that comeback route does not give them a comeback. That's twice now that this name has been an absolute misnomer. I'm going to write to whoever developed that play and tell him this is a lie.
He ran backwards further than he ran forward. He was at like a 5-yard loss. What was that?
That'll do it. Denver wins probably 22-10.
Not bad.
Not as much offensive output as I expected from Denver, but you know what they say, a win's a win's a win.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a good point, Van. Because were they 10-win team last year or 9
Yep.
win? Well, 11 wins.
That'll do it.
Okay, we gotta drag our feet for 35 minutes.
So we only need to drag our feet for like 15, really? Because 20 minutes a game,
Right.
give or take. We could lower the game speed. Why not do an AMA? Let's do an AMA for 10 minutes. Ask us anything while we prep up for the last game. Or do we want to do an AMA after? We'll do an AMA after.
Oh, yeah, let's do it after.
After, yeah.
We're in Barcelona. Show. Okay, I can show you the rosters. That's fine, I haven't built.
Would win in a fight. Are you doing championship week? Obviously the mobster. I mean, I get what you're saying because it was the championship. I guess it would depend on if the mobster had a pretty bad batter named Jose 43 Senior.
Barcelona has 7%. Dave has predicted Barcelona's first win.
Dave.
Is that okay? Serious question here. Is this the highest percentage that the Hammerheads have ever been favored?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nightmares.
Well, there was the
Or-
1 year. They've had like 2 near playoff years.
Wow, I did put the
So-
weather in 2 games. Who Raid retired?
One in PBE did, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who. Jose 43. Ah! Alright, it's cloudy. High winds. Let me ping the Hammerheads to let them know you are up.
I saw Gunner in here a little earlier, I thought.
Ooh. Picking a stadium, Nebraska sounds good. Alright.
Nothing says Barcelona like Nebraska.
Nothing says Barcelona like Nebraska indeed.
Can I bribe the jury? We are trying Van Hooligan for betting against his team. The worst court case I've ever seen.
Wait, let's see. While we're waiting for the game to load. It did arrive. I may run downstairs and grab my hoodie.
Woo!
I was going to make sure that the game launches once it gets going. So who is in the, LBG, that's me in my chair. I need some WD-40. Alright. So let's go.
What were you asking, Teal Crown?
It's who's playing the Apex?
World Series?
Yeah.
The OBX.
Ooh.
Yeah. That is I was joking earlier. That is very easy for me to root for the Apex. 'Cause I like a lot of people.
Oh, Peter
And-
Tingle's
Oh, wow.
gonna strike first.
And he
That might be their
does.
first lead of the season.
The Barcelona does have their first lead of the season, and it's going to be very short-lived.
18 is so good.
Would this be back-to-back if OBX wins?
Yes.
What would an actual team of if you played Barcelona against an all-star Dev League lineup, how much would Barcelona buy?
A lot. An absurd amount.
Really?
Yes.
You sure?
So who
Yes.
does Barcelona have that's over 350?
Red 23.
Wait, 350 is the mine.
Benjamin K.
That's,
Oh, that's true.
I think their QB is.
Their QB, most of their players are.
McWiggin is. I think
Hey,
Krug
Dust,
is too.
continue earning, please. Did you give Pow credit for recruiting you? Ah,
39.
Oh yeah.
ah. I needed that money.
Play action. Mouse to more.
And you just right behind us.
Yep. Pal, I think you're fine, honestly.
And mouse overthrows.
It doesn't matter. No matter how much Pal earns, he's still not going to have a better catching career than me.
And Picard runs it in.
You're tired.
I'll be right back. I want to grab my hoodie. I'm really excited about it.
Ready?
Barcelona, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains.
Well, if you got Gabriel Picard, you always have a running game. Which is, if you're always behind, you never really use the running game. Oh, fumble!
Oh. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Louisiana, Paris, France, New York, Rome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I think Gus is going to have a better career than Powell.
Ooh. I hope the sim gods are my favor, but yeah, I'm excited for the draft too.
Wait, what team is going to draft you? Let me check the draft that I can't share.
Is it next week for the draft? As Picard's got another huge run, and that's a touchdown.
The offline started a while ago, but yeah, I think the actual stream is soon.
It's gonna be next Saturday, right?
I'll check. They have it. They usually have it. Offline started 2 days ago. Yes, I am in the Torres locker room.
That's why the scouting DMs have gotten quiet.
Red 44. Red, go.
Rug is short of first down.
Red 10. Red 10.
3.
Go.
See it, Nightmares. He's got a man deep. Oh, he's gonna throw the cross route.
Red 10. Red 10.
Yeah, Hammerhead's D is doing all right. It's Picard, another big run. He might have a 100-yard game by the first half. Actually, I think he's at 100 now.
Green 33. Green 33. Ready?
Yes, honey.
Who's Brian? I only know TLK.
Blue 33.
Yeah, he's Brian Robbins.
I know.
Blue 7.
Robbins.
Blue 7. Set go.
He should be Ryan Bobbins.
All right, I'm back. What did I miss?
The Hammerheads have exclusively
Hi
scored
there,
from running the
Brian.
ball.
Huh. What?
Hi there, Brian.
You should know my name. It's literally on all of our Google Sheets.
Yeah, I know.
Or it's in the Access server as well.
It's in the Access one, yeah.
Like, that's actually how I got referred to on Mostradamus' podcast, too.
Ooh. But yeah, no, in this one, Hammerheads pretty much after that first touchdown stopped Barcelona every other drive since, and Hammerheads have exclusively scored from the run. Like, Picard's probably got 120 yards already.
Pal, I'm so mad that you misspelled that. And Peter Tingle gets a huge catch.
Think we can get this one.
Alright, the hoodie is here. I'm so excited. Oh, it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I love this thing.
Can you take a picture and then import it into Streamlabs and
I
throw it
will.
on?
Hi, Kobe. Oh man, it's cozy. So Austin Bell will get this punt.
Blue 7. Blue 7. Set go.
And Tom Holland with a good catch.
Black 8. Black 8.
Great face gen, of course.
Phenomenal face gem. TLK
Hard
should...
all over this one.
You know what? I'll tell you what. For the last 10 minutes, I will have the camera on when we're waiting for everything to go live PBE. For a Q&A. It'll be perfectly good. I will be rocking the hoodie so you can see it.
Three more.
Shirt for 2 minutes, yeah. And Henry Moore will get the touchdown. Does the hoodie have a bow tie? Sadly, no.
Dang.
The
I would-
people want bow ties. What is
Dude.
the next vidcast?
So next vidcast is end of this month. Adam is going in my stead because I'll be out of town.
But no TLK.
What?
But no TLK.
No TLK.
So is it really a vidcast
I'm gonna
then?
cry now.
You'll be there though, so it'll be okay.
I'll have Dust come in and it'll be like, everyone will be like, why are you here?
Oh, Tinkle making a man miss!
And he's going to take it to the
Peter
house.
Tinkle, the biggest Pro Bowl snub of the Barcelona Nightmares.
Hey, my friend is in the OSU marching band, and he got to play his first ever OSU game ever, and then they lost.
So what he's saying is that he's a curse.
Yes.
This checks out.
Is he the tuba that dots the I? Is that
No, he is a tuba though. So maybe his senior year.
That's like the thing, man.
Yeah.
The sousaphone?
Yes.
Picard, more like Pagan.
Although
I
I've always had a profound love for the over-the-shoulder tubas.
Yeah, the sousaphones.
No, those
Yeah.
are the ones that strap on.
Yeah, those are
like-
sousaphones. Named after John Philip Sousa. I'm
talking about like an actual tuba that gets over the shoulder. I thought that was a tuba, and the sousaphone was the one that like went around your waist.
Oh, yeah, yes. I mean, they go around your shoulder and your waist.
This is the super casual.
And we missed a huge Barcelona game.
35-yard completion.
We're looking up sousaphones.
Look, guys, it's very important. Has Jaden Horn
Did he go
going
all
to
the
take
way?
it all the
Did he go
way?
That's a big
As Van says, Barca's improving. Oh no. Oh man.
league.
Well, that kind of highlights. That makes the week go around. Anytime you see a defensive touchdown, you love to see it.
You do.
I just wish it was Dom in the Aliens Twisters game.
That
Dude,
would.
I don't know if you know this, Dust, but I have what is unofficially the longest pick six in league history.
This is true.
And when it was happening, I wasn't casting, I don't think. But if I was, I don't think TOK would have been able to hear it.
That's
Like, I was
very
muted
likely true.
and just screaming.
Was it? Didn't you, when you're with the Mingos, have a huge interception return for a touchdown or something like that?
Botterman
Yeah,
nearly
that's what it
takes it
was.
to the house.
That was when I was a Flamingo.
Yeah. Dang, Barcelona in field goal range, I think.
I mean, it's a Body McBotterson, so...
Yeah, I didn't say they'd make it. Now they're not. I know they'll punt. I know a bot will punt it on the 25. All the devilish
All the
streaks have
Chechia games
scared me
have taught
from-
you that? As
But it won't
Vulcanen's going to give him
matter.
a new, fresh set of life.
Vulcanen's actually been a pretty good rookie tight end. He's got the man on the. Oh.
Red 44. Red 44.
And
Oh,
he's going to be short.
they better go for it. They won't, but they better.
Why do they
won't
need to?
matter.
Botterman's going to run it in for the touchdown.
That's 2 Botterman touchdowns we've seen today.
He just embarrassed that man.
Oh man.
And again, Botterman can't kick.
Oh, it's the high winds.
Botterman
Yes.
sure can bogey though, which is what matters.
Dang.
What if Botterman's actually a god at tennis? You just have him at the wrong sport.
They're like really, really good at the lateral movement, but can't do anything physical, like strength-wise.
That'd be funny.
What would be the most what would be the most like arbitrary sport for Bottermans to be great at?
Water polo.
Water polo. Really good at that.
Polo league,
Those water
but
horse games.
What is TLK? Do you have a dream sim league?
Chess boxing.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Let me tell you about why chess boxing is the greatest sport of all time. Is wide open. Tom Holland touchdown.
One of my favorite updaters.
Chess boxing is great because it is both mind and body. You win with a checkmate or a knockout. Or a decision after something like 7 rounds of boxing. It is truly the sport of gentlemen. And you cannot convince me otherwise. But there's not a good engine.
Is there a boxing?
Yes.
Just combine 2 engines? Could you just do a chess engine and because that's gonna be a Miller touchdown.
That is.
Dang.
This is the most points Barcelona has scored all season.
I told you, offensive onslaught.
It is.
Wow. PAT good. It's over. We can fold the league.
Even a blind squirrel.
This scored 25.
I don't know. This is awesome. I mean, but I think Barcelona has the Venom the last game of the season. I can't remember the next game. Oh, it's the Lions next. But
We're
yeah, I mean,
gonna
this
sim a
is
game
awesome.
this offseason, which is just Barcelona, but 99 overall.
I really wanna do a Barcelona versus like the Dev League championship game.
We can do it.
Yeah, that'd be. I mean, didn't we run that one year?
We did. Rail Raiders got absolutely stomped by the winless,
Oh, absolutely.
by the
Yeah.
winless Knights.
That's why I'm throwing in the Pro Bowl roster, because then it'll at least be somewhat closer, but it'll
Oh,
still
the
be
Dev
pretty
League
bad.
Pro Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
46. Green 46.
UTF. No, we won.
No, you didn't switch jerseys at halftime. Miller with a huge catch.
Nice hit.
Yes.
Ask Saba.
Saba's left every
Saba.
league. I can't reach him.
I'll ask Saba over a game of Jackbox.
Still one of my
Okay,
favorite
but-
pieces of league
What
history.
did happen to Saba? Touchdown.
Disappeared.
Oh,
Single.
Peter Tingle, number 3.
Just disappeared. Scorped it.
That makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah.
PDT good. Time to freak out. Onside touchdown, onside touchdown, onside touchdown. Barcelona.
Yeah, I
Don't
somehow
even know
don't
if they
buy
need
that.
an offside. They could win on defense.
They got 2 big sixes, maybe.
Takes 5 people to bring down
Card
Card.
just rubbed off 5 jackals there. What was that?
And wide open Boateng.
Boateng.
Bok Wang.
And Madagascar scores 50.
Got the 50 burger on him.
Nice job by Madagascar. Hey, King's Nye. Or King's Nile. Not Nye. Nile. Can't be. I still like the Lions Hammerheads game that was like 70 to
Oh, that was a
49 or
fun
something like
preseason
that.
game.
Yeah, that was a really fun one. Oh, he stayed in bounds.
He did.
Dang, McWigan might be the best game of the season for him.
This is, I think, the first time he's thrown more touchdowns than interceptions.
Oh no.
Edge.
Play action.
Got the guy.
Catch by Donaldson.
Watch out for Tingle.
Donaldson's having a night. 4 receptions for 45 yards and 5 targets.
Yeah, 3 of those catches have been on this drive alone.
Miller's short gain, not enough for the first. As we hit the 2-minute warning, it's 3rd and 2. They will be going for it on 4th down.
Got the first.
Valkonen runs out of bounds. Smart play from him.
Absolutely.
And Donaldson
Another
again.
Donaldson catch.
Barcelona Birds a timeout. Tom
500
McWigan has
yards.
thrown for 500 yards.
He's got the guy in the out. Yep.
Ooh.
He might have been stopped short even after catching that, but that was pretty close. He's got the guy again. Oh.
Goes for the overshot
Goes-
there.
You hate to see it. Oh.
And they're going for it on 4th.
They got a 20-point game.
And that'll do a turnover on downs. Hammerheads will,
Probably gonna seal it.
will likely seal this with a Cobra Kai, as a Picard run is going to get 5.
He was 1 man away from making it all the way. Mouse with a really efficient game though.
Yeah, despite this not being technically Mouse's better games, he still threw near perfect for 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and over 200 yards.
He just didn't need to do much. Picard
No.
really paved the way for them in this one.
Although he's about to
Well,
do
he's
something
doing
here.
something here.
And the pick 6
Thanks.
helps. Oh, and nice.
Holding.
No.
Coming
Oh,
back.
It is.
But the
I
clock
saw
is
that
still going to
from the
run. Last play of the game. Madagascar wins either 59 or 52 to 32.
You guys are excited for the NFL?
Yeah, should be fun. You get to see the Jets destroy my hopes and dreams. And that'll
Oh,
do it.
no. You have to go.
All right. So we've got 13 minutes.
Jets legend, Brett Favre.
So I'm going to turn on my
You'd have to adjust your stream settings.
see if I can do this.
You could add source camera, I think.
Let's switch to this and let's go to
Video capture device.
Oh
Nope.
boy.
there we go. All right, y'all gonna see my ugly mug. It's gonna be great. And the hoodie.
Go!
All right, so here's the hoodie.
Hey!
It's got the SCFSL logo on the
Oh,
front.
keep it
It's
PG.
a zip hoodie, and then on the back, it's
Uh-huh.
got it's Hyman's.
Nice.
So
Oh, but the hoodie covers up the first word. There you go. There you go.
yeah, so there is the hoodie.
Very nice.
Watch Mouse at the PB World Series. No, absolutely. That's why we are kind of stalling a little bit to try and get to that game. So we can do it. But let's talk Pro Bowl rosters because people wanted to
Yeah.
see that. So
Yeah,
let's
sure.
actually throw them in really fast. So I'm going to add in the 21 months. Mouse lost by 1 vote.
Started watching Breaking Bad.
How is it? I've heard great things.
It's very good. I don't watch many dramas, but I've been enjoying it a lot.
All right, so let me
Jack
just
Gunner, best linebacker in the Pro Bowl.
Who's the phone?
HO does it to stay in power. Yes. I actually personally rigged the vote for iGrab.
So let me just add this in.
Breaking Bad with Breaking Benjamin. That's my man right there.
My phone is
Oh my
going
God.
off.
Hey, low key, are you still in here?
Oh, you just sent a message like 10 seconds ago. So
No, he says
Okay.
no, he's not.
Okay, good. So do you think Of Mice and Men is an upgraded version of Breaking Benjamin? Because this is the Pirate Captain Dom thing where everyone's just a cover band of everyone else, but they have original music.
I gave you one band that I think is a copy of another, and now you think it's my only music
Yeah,
opinion.
because they're not even close. Like, so by that logic, bands that even have more similar sounds have to definitely be copies. Yeah, I would recommend of Mice and Men. They've got some jams if you like Breaking Benjamin.
All right, so bear
Who
with me 2
has
seconds. I
the
realize I
advantage
haven't.
between Wally's and the Lions? Wallabies are kind of fat.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at the flowers. Oh no. Have you guys seen that meme with the who is it? The Walking Dead gal. I can't think of it. So look at the flowers and then the next scene is with a gun, like to shoot him in the back.
Wow. Axis
Yeah.
21. I can't wait to have someone buy this game for me.
That's our American division. That's our international division. And this is our American.
The plot thickens.
There we go. Both of them are A-rated teams. I haven't obviously put in any of the stuff yet. Yeah, Loki, I had the same thought you did. I thought he was talking about the book. So, yeah. So it doesn't have the face gens in. It doesn't have a lot of stuff in. I haven't gotten there yet. But looking at it, our expert picks have the... have the international division as the favorites.
Do you guys think Vancouver will win this one?
Yeah, I just copied and pasted. Obviously, we'll have, like, everything in there. Loki, will have the face gens when the game actually goes, when we actually are getting there. I haven't converted that stuff over yet. I've been mostly just focusing on the team stuff.
Rip Lenny?
I need to
Lenny
send.
deserved it.
Oof.
Can we claim face gen for experts? Ooh, that's a good question.
Dang,
Let's...
hold on, I need to screenshot that for Mo so I can show him that Lions at American have Vancouver has a 70% chance.
All right.
Oh man, I don't know if that's gonna be weird. All right, I'm good.
All right, you're good?
Yeah.
So, all right. So it was a question of can we do this? So let's see. Player portraits. So if I were a betting man, it would be here, X Football 21 data.
Did you ever read Flowers for Algernon? Very good one.
Can't say I've read it.
It's more famous as a play than
Teams,
book.
reporter audio, QB audio, analyst audio, coach portraits, crowd audio, custom logos. Nope.
You know what
Bet
else the
numbers, game
international
audio.
division has? The Hammerheads.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have. You can't mess with the expert portraits. It doesn't look like.
Oh.
Wait,
That's
is
okay.
that? Can we change game audio?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we like record custom wave or
No,
files?
because it's.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's the whistle. We can change. Can we have the whistle just be Phil screaming loudly?
No.
Can you imagine kicking off by just going, ah! That might be the funniest thing in league history.
Can you mess with the game announcer audio or no?
No.
No.
And moreover, we don't turn on the game announcer audio. So
I
Yeah.
understand, but it would be funny to like just record some bits and like and then put it
For
and then I
fun.
could and then I could just put it in my actual game and just like listen to.
yeah, so it's yeah, it's the same thing.
Toledo has 36 seconds to tie the game with a field goal. It is 32-29 Notre Dame.
So Notre Dame's
That's a
winning.
not score.
Yes. Notre Dame's going to win, but you know, if you're Toledo and you took Notre Dame within 3, I think you're pretty happy. I'm pretty sure the spread. Let me check. It was probably like 40.
Honestly, the
Yeah, it was
only
17. The spread was 17 points.
there's only like one player in the NFL that I can think of, or maybe two at most that I can think of from Toledo.
Julian Edelman.
Oh,
They
he
both
went to
left it.
Toledo?
I think. There
Right.
is. Let me check. Oh,
I was thinking of the old Titans punter.
no, sorry. Julian Edelman is Kent. I think
Yeah.
it's George Kittle is from. Let me just check so I stop like guessing out names.
All right, it looks like the PBE stream is live, so I'm gonna raid us all over, so we can show up in good form. Thank you all for tuning in. It has been an absolute pleasure. I will see you on Monday.
Go PBE.
Wow,
7, nice.
Dustin, this is actually like really impressive. Deontay Johnson, Kareem Hunt,
Yeah,
John
Kareem Hunt.
John Greco played like 10 years.
John
This is
Greco. Yeah, he's in my
Greco.
head.
This is actually a pretty impressive draft list for such a small school.
Bruce Gradkowski.
All right, I will see you guys later.
I was thinking of
Yeah,
the
it's
punter.
okay.
Oh wow, it's 6 o'clock. I didn't realize how late it was. It's 6 o'clock. I didn't realize how late it was. Does it make sense to get something like, okay? It's Sagittarius.
You gonna buy it and pick it up?
Sure.
Because I'm gonna start cleaning the bedroom because it's a pit.
Okay.
Outside.
Okay.
This is huge. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't sound good. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm gonna try to fight through it because my team needs me. So
Yeah, I had to do a lot of talking yesterday as well, so my voice feels a little